countries where these animals exist. Because the saddest thing in the world will be if the zoo is the last place you can see that animal. So zoos have to make a commitment to provide conservation dollars, to provide support in the countries where these animals are found. And the animal I picked was the harpy eagle. And one of the last strongholds of the harpy eagle is the Republic of Panama. And it is just an incredible, beautiful bird. Nobody even knew about it. I went down to Panama and I started a program, and I'm not going to get into it because I don't have enough time, but basically was able to lobby the Congress of Panama to make the harpy eagle their national bird. They passed a law in 2002, thanks to a lobby that I was spearheaded, that made it the national bird. I was able to raise over $1 million to build a harpy eagle center in Panama that is now the single greatest harpy eagle exhibit anywhere in the world. And there's a huge movement. As a matter of fact, Dr. Feldman and I will be traveling to Panama on August 31st for National Harpy Eagle Day. There's a National Harpy Eagle Day from a grassroots thing that we started years ago. We were able to hatch a harpy eagle at our exhibit. We named her Panama, and in honor of that, we brought that bird down to Panama to place in that beautiful enclosure that we were able to build. And it's this huge, wonderful agreement that we have now with the government of Panama, where it is the national bird, it's the national symbol all over the place. When you get off the plane in the airport, you start seeing harpy eagles because they use it for their advertising campaigns, for their commercials, everything. It's the harpy eagle. And we're going back down there now to hopefully get this bird paired up with another male, get her breeding, and it's just this wonderful thing where we're hopefully going to be introducing those animals back into the wild. This was Panama when she first hatched out at our zoo, as she grew up. And then as she got older, back to the exhibit she went. There she is there. That photograph now of Panama is on banners that you see in Panama City. You'll see them hanging up in Panama because they're so proud of this movement. So Dr. Feldman and I, like I said, he's the chair of our conservation committee, will be traveling with me to go down there to keep reinforcing that relationship and helping them out in any way we can to get the people of Panama to understand to protect their natural resources. I just got back from the Amazon in Peru, where I did a wonderful documentary with Christy Kruger there from Channel 10, and this is our young lady, our eco-hero. She's a wonderful middle school student from South Miami Middle School that won a contest that I hold annually for kids who do positive things for the environment. If a kid does a positive thing for the environment, they enter a contest that they're nominated for. We select the winner. The winner I get to take on some incredible trips somewhere in the world. I've taken past winners to Africa, to Alaska, to Panama, to the Yellowstone, the Galapagos Islands. This year it was Peru, the Amazon, and Machu Picchu. And we took her and we did a documentary, which you'll be seeing in August or September. We are editing it right now. We just got back. These are some of the sights that we saw there. Here's Christy just showing, seeing giant otters out on the lake in the wild. I mean, these are incredible experiences. It changes this kid's life. I can tell you this kid would never have the means, the wherewithal to take a trip like this for herself. She comes from a single-parent home, not in the most, expensive neighborhood. This was a really once-in-a-lifetime trip for this young lady, and I can tell you it changed her life. You can see how she appreciated things and how she came back and is doing different presentations now. I already heard from her teacher how she prepared her report for when the school year opens. Did a little piranha fishing out there, caught some piranhas. Got to be careful with those teeth. I wasn't careful enough here, but no, that's not really what. No, that's the blood of the fish. I'm just faking for the fish. Plot scenes, Jeremy Store, kingfishers. I mean, river dolphins, pink river dolphins. To see these things in the Amazon River, to catch caiman, to go out there. We didn't hurt that caiman. We just caught it, took a picture, and let it go. Okay, little frogs, the things. Look at the little frog in my head. This is the kind of stuff. This is my job, folks. It's the greatest scam I got in the world going on. That I got paid to do this. All kinds of monkeys, squirrel monkeys, capuchin monkeys, red howler monkeys. The little things, the ants, the tarantulas, bushmaster snake, the single deadliest snake in the Western Hemisphere, right in the middle of the path as we're taking a night walk. This is exhilarating stuff. This makes you feel, this is the kind of stuff that makes you feel. No, I'm serious. Let me tell you something. There's a saying, it's my favorite saying in the world. It goes like this. It goes, life is not measured by the number of breaths that you take, it's measured by the moments that take your breath away. When you're walking on a path and you got a snake like that, it takes your breath away. You never forget it, and it makes you feel more alive than you ever are. And that's the thing that's great about these types of experiences. All the different types of lizards. Look at the size of these trees. These trees are hundreds of years old. Okay, these are the things. When I can expose a kid to this type of thing, is what makes it great. And then we went to Machu Picchu. Okay, she got to see this. When you come and you climb up this mountain, you go, and all of a sudden, whoosh, this is what you see. Folks, it will blow your mind what these Inca people were able to do 500 years ago. It is one of the most incredible experiences I could ever convey to you. You're going to see it all in that documentary, so keep your eyes out for Channel 10, Local 10 in the documentary, and you'll see what we're doing. But these are the things that I really want to keep the zoo doing. I want to get our school children involved, not just in going to the zoo, but showing that the zoo is a conduit to learn more about our outdoors, our conservation in different countries. Wildlife has no political boundaries. We've got to express that to kids. We've got to make governments understand you cannot make political boundaries for wildlife. It's all connected, and we're all connected, and that's the goal of the zoo. My time's up. Thank you.
Well, when you do the Florida exhibit, Florida panther is a highly endangered species.
Yes, it is.
Where are you going to be getting the panthers from? South America?
No.
Out west?
No. We work very closely with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, and they have captive animals that are non-releasable that will be getting animals through those vehicles. There are animals that have been, may have been hit by cars or were orphaned and had to be hand raised, cannot be released, but our Florida bloodline panthers that will be used for that exhibit. We are working very close with that. Yes.
When do you expect to have the Florida exhibit ready to go to have people visit it?
Okay, I want to give you two answers. The first answer is they're saying it should be open by the end of 2015. The second answer, the more realistic answer, is probably going to be mid to late 2016. It just, historically, I've worked in these things, we get these timelines, and I don't want to mislead people. They say on the timeline, and that's assuming that all the stars align and the weather's perfect and everything's great, and we don't have a single problem with a single contractor. It's not going to happen. So I would say 2016 it will be open. Anything else? Yes?
I just had a trivia question. I grew up here in Miami. You knew Dr. Cost, I guess.
Yes, I worked in.
Was he really bitten by a king cobra and survived?
He was bitten twice by a king cobra and survived. One time he almost didn't survive. He was in an iron lung for 7 days after that. As a matter of fact, there's a picture on my desk that he gave to me when I first left the Serpentarium to go to the University of Florida. And he signed it to me. It's a picture that was taken of him looking at a king cobra. Literally 2 seconds after that picture was taken as one who was bitten by that snake. So he signed that picture to me, and I have it on my desk in the office. Wow. Anything else? Guys, thank you very much.
We got a job for you, one last job.
One last job?
One last job.